Hello, Goldman viewers.
Hello, everybody.
We're back again to your screens with something else to share as usual. We put out content on a daily basis. Today, we want to share with you our experience when we attended the Zimbabwe Entrepreneurial Forum. It was a very, very good program.
I enjoyed my time there.
Yeah. Opened our eyes. And the theme was financial inclusion of small to medium enterprises. And I feel like that is the most marginalized section of the business sector.
Yes,
of which, if you look at this country, we have more of those.
Yes, quite a number of those.
They are the backbone of the economy.
True.
So it was good to see the CEO of Econet actually sharing their journey, and that he actually emphasized that start small. For those of you that see us today, we're not a very huge company, although we are. In terms of success, I think we're doing okay.
We're doing quite good.
But the start of it all was very humble, trust me. The mine itself, it took a while to build to where it is now, for those that have seen the footage.
Oh, yeah. It was like a jungle.
Yeah.
There was nothing in it.
Yeah.
To when you see what it is right now, you think maybe it was, people believe in the quantum leap, where overnight, things are there, but when Mr. Henry Jenkins went and saw just like barren land, just trees and grass.
Yeah. And I think he's proved his worth to investors. That is definitely worth it. For those of you that are considering investing in this ICO, I believe there is no better person that you can entrust your investment with.
In the crypto space that I've seen, and I'm involved in currency trading, this is pretty much a one-of-a-kind opportunity. It's a historic endeavor that he's making, and I'm just honored to have been invited out and have the potential to work with this operation. So again, I'm encouraging you guys to hear me out, and when I get back to the States, take a few moments of time to sit with me and look over everything.
Because he's proved that he can do it with little, that he can manage the funds, including his personal money that he's invested in it.
Quite a lot of it.
Yeah.
And the fact that what's important is having a visionary as a leader.
Yeah.
I mean, the things that he's foreseen, and we're like, why are you making this decision? Like the Waves decision, Waves exchange.
Yeah.
Look at how big Waves is getting. Look at the milestones it's been, but he saw that way before a lot of people did.
Yeah.
So it's very important to have a visionary as part of your leadership, and we're quite blessed to have that.
Yeah.
And that was part of what we learned, right? You need to start small, have a vision, and scale up fast. Was it one of them?
Yeah. And also, I want to just dwell on the vision part a little bit more, because I found that to be very deep.
Yeah.
Because the keynote speaker, Vusi Tembekwayo, was saying, employ people with vision, because by nature, an entrepreneur is a visionary. You don't see, you visualize, and there's a difference between the two. Because when you see, it means that you can only perceive what's in front of you.
Yeah.
So you're seeing. If I ask you, what do you see? You're going to tell me, I see an African woman with a black t-shirt and so forth.
Yeah.
Right? A vision is when you see the future. Something that might not have materialized, but something into the future, the potential.
I have a
behind
vision.
It all.
Instead of saying an African woman, I see a woman, a leader, a female leader in cryptocurrency.
Thank you very much.
In the blockchain sphere. That's a vision.
That is the vision. When you see beyond what's in front of you physically, then it becomes a vision. And that's what businesses should be. And for those that are looking at gold right now, I know there are a lot of eyes on it.
Yeah.
We've had people investing based on the vision. Of course, seeing it is a good is something that must not be overlooked, because if I say I have a mining operation, you should be able to see it, to believe it, obviously. But to see what it could fully become, you can't see that. You have to visualize it.
True.
You know, based on how it's running right now, its success rate, and based on the projections, you know, the figures, the numbers, all those things help you visualize what Goldma could actually become.
And our roadmap, the fact that we have a roadmap if you go on our website, and the fact that a lot of the milestones we've already completed on the roadmap actually helps with the vision, because the vision is difficult to accept if you have a roadmap and you failed on most of the milestones. We have ticked them all off. So that whole vision where I see people earning returns on their investment.
Right.
In Ether after you invest in Goldma. The whole fact is you invest in Goldma, right? You hold on to your token, then you get quarterly royalties in Ether. That's holding value and earning returns. Which is something that's I can't see with most projects, which I see now. So that vision is becoming a reality. At the end of the day, it needs to then become a reality. So that's what I see with Goldma.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You also talked about scaling up.
Yes.
The company that was hosting is Stewart Bank. And for those of you that know, Stewart Bank is under Econet. And when they were talking about scaling up, there's something that he brought up. We've discussed it before.
All right.
I love the whole concept of disruptive innovation.
Oh, yeah.
And that's exactly what Econet is. And that's what we're aspiring to be. To do something that will completely change the nature of business itself. And if you are quite aware of Econet and its history, how it began. Yeah. You realize that, you know, these guys have been killing it. They have their hands in every single cookie jar. Just,
I know.
You know, insurance, they're there. Mobile money, their bank accounts, their all sorts of things. You know, I saw a list of companies, like some I didn't even know.
They see a problem, they look for solutions.
Yeah.
That's like with Goldma, you see a problem where the value is real, but the fact that there's no more value in money is a real problem that people have.
Yeah.
And the problem that we also have with cryptocurrency is volatility.
Yeah.
And what's the solution? Gold is the solution. We want to make sure that you can save your money long term.
Yeah.
So that you don't really do the pump and dump, because, you know, if you hold on to it, the value might drop and whatnot. You need a bit of stability. So what I got from yesterday was having a solution to a problem and constantly disrupting the status quo is genius. And what I liked, you know, yesterday is the whole innovation aspect. If you see the type of people that came yesterday, young people.
A lot of
young people, a lot of young business owners, some medium scale, but most of them small scale business owners, and they're quite motivated by Econet. I am motivated because they do things differently. You know, if you see the way Goldma works and the way Econet works and the way things were being said yesterday, you will see that without innovation, there's no development. If we create an environment where innovation leads the pack, I think good things are ahead.
Yeah. I remember there's something that the keynote speaker spoke about. It's actually, I had no idea that power, as in electricity, you know, renewable energy, whatever source of power you use, is a catalyst to taking people out of poverty.
Yes.
And it attracts investment more than anything. Like, remember the graphs he was showing us and how most people are now investing in the northern part of Africa. And all those companies have moved. They have like key areas. Sub-Saharan Africa, then a little bit of East Africa. Most of it, like maybe 90%, is in North Africa. And that is the place where maybe probably 99% of the population have access to power.
Yeah, like Tunisia is like at almost 100%.
Yeah. So that goes to show you that it's not supposed to be the other way around. You know, people are waiting for are waiting to introduce technology and innovation to people once they've had the basics. Like, okay, let's give them food first. Let's give them clean water first. Let's give them this first. And I've seen a lot of people criticizing, you know, even like the government, like, well, we don't have perfect roads, but you're busy talking about, I don't know, giving people computers when they're hungry. Why would you do that? Like, hello,
yeah, is that not...
Education is the best tool. You know, having access to those tools can bring you out of that position that you're in. Yeah. So it's more like saying, are you hungry? Here's the fishing rod. Instead of me saying, here's a fish. You understand?
Yeah. So that's the same reason why we're in the situation we're in at the moment, that dependency on the government or on at certain powers. The reason why I love cryptocurrency is it gives you the power. You're in charge of whatever it is that you need to do with your life.
Yeah.
You cannot blame anyone to say, no, the government hasn't done this for me. No, these guys haven't done that for me. No, you haven't done this for you.
Yeah.
Take the power. Use blockchain technology to advantage, that because crypto has no borders.
Yeah.
You know, this great new technology we're using will actually bring the electricity to the parts of Africa that don't have electricity because it demands so. Imagine if people are now mining Bitcoin in one of those regions where we mine all gold in.
Yeah.
So it actually, cryptocurrency and blockchain are actually triggering development in some areas. You know, so yeah. So I really thought it was a good forum that we had, and we managed to meet those two gentlemen.
Yeah.
That was powerful.
Tawanda and Talent. Yeah. From Bitmari. Young as well. Like there are a lot of young people that are jumping into the space, and they really want to be a part of, you know, cutting edge technology.
Yeah. Which
is very exciting for me, because I think there's a revolution that we're not aware of in Zimbabwe. Of young people saying, let's take charge. What's the latest cutting edge technology? Let's adopt that. Let's use that, you know, to see how we can improve our lives right here in Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
You know?
I was surprised yesterday when I spoke to Tawanda and his friend. I thought, you know, since we're that much invested in crypto, I'm going to be telling them, no, Bitcoin this, Ethereum bad, exchange this. To my surprise, not on the negative side, but I was quite impressed. In Zimbabwe here, two young guys you wouldn't expect.
Yeah.
They knew their stuff.
They did.
They're trading in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
It's just that it's a point in time where once adoption goes widespread in Zimbabwe, we are ripe for cryptocurrency, for blockchain. I mean, the things we've been through have conditioned us to that.
Yeah.
We've used multi-currencies, and we've tried to find ways to, to get by because, our currency just evaporated. Couldn't buy anything. So we used the dollar, we used the rand, we used the puller. Any currency we could get our hands on, we did. Digital money, that's how we said Econet found a need because we didn't have paper money. Econet found a need. They introduced EcoCash. Now you can transact from your phone quick, easy, and everybody's using EcoCash.
Yeah.
Same thing. So seeing those young guys well-versed in crypto in Zimbabwe, that just closes that myth that Zimbabweans don't know crypto, Zimbabweans don't know technology. Oh, we're ready. We're coming for it. I'm quite excited to see what the future has for us. So, yeah.
You know what else? What fascinated me as well was when the CEO of Econet was speaking, and he said, we were constantly developing new ideas and services to offer to our subscribers and our users. And when the time came and the economy needed us, needed us, we had the capacity to do so.
To do so.
Like, because if you look at their TPS, It's very impressive. Can you imagine how many transactions they process per second? Because you have this merchant selling here, this one selling here. You're sending money to your mom. You're buying airtime. You're buying data. All sorts of things.
It's
lot,
incredible,
right?
Because people don't understand the moving parts.
Yeah,
they just see star 151,
and it's as easy
as that, but they don't understand
someone in the background.
Those gears that are moving and whatnot. It's quite impressive.
So for them to have done that, it means they sort of prepared for the eventuality and they anticipated for that need. And I feel the same way about cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
What if, in the future, the economy will demand cryptocurrency to be their savior at that point in time?
We will be ready. We'll be prepared.
We need to be ready. We need to prepare. So that's one thing I realized, that when you're growing as a company, or if you have a vision as an entrepreneur, you have to have that peripheral vision.
Yes.
See all things, see all needs, and think, how can I improve life? And I think the problem with a lot of these failed projects within the crypto space is you're not solving anything. You
need to solve.
You have no ultimate goal. Like, ultimately, this is what I want to achieve. It's we have a business where we're going to be making money for you guys, and we'll pay you so much. And
how does it serve humanity though?
Yeah. Or we have an app that we're going to do this. But how does that app help? Ultimately, that's the question you need to ask yourself. Like, ask yourself, what am I solving? For Goldman, we know what we want to do, And the ultimate thing behind all this is to solve the issue of poverty.
Yes.
That is something that sits at the bottom of each and every one of us. That's the ultimate goal for us, like to take people out of poverty by giving them real value, as opposed to a piece of paper that I'm supposed to trust is a store of value. You see? So that's something that really hit home for me when he spoke about that you need to be solving a problem and be ready for any eventuality that you're able to step up.
Yeah.
And provide for.
Yeah.
And perhaps that could even open people's minds about crypto, if that is to happen.
It will, because remember that booth we went to, exhibitions, the medical booth, where they had the medical app, where in your area, if you install that app, you can actually interact with doctors who are close to you. You can actually input the problem that you have at the moment, and they refer you to who's the closest, which specialist can help you, and things like that. So I'm saying innovation is now running Zim.
Yeah.
Zim is now ripe. Come and invest in Zimbabwe.
Exactly.
Zim is ripe for innovation.
Yeah.
Adoption will be a breeze. You would not have a problem where you need to say, okay, how do I teach these people how technology works? How do I show these people how?
And I think a lot of tech companies are shying away because of that.
They think people won't get it.
Like, why would I? We could be the next Silicon Valley. I'm just saying,
We could be better than Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Because trust me, all those technological innovations that you think we are oblivious to, we know all about it. We
join our Telegram group and ask us. Join the Telegram chat group and see if we don't know. I'm there, she's there.
And when we say we're not even referring to just us, just the ordinary person on the street, because they've learned that you need to be innovative in order for you to survive.
True.
And one of the things that fascinates me, I still take it as a big deal, because I like it when people find a way to get out of a corner. Yeah. Like, a lot of people were thinking, how do I access my niche? My niche market?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how do I get to them? And people realize, wait a minute, Zimbabweans are so active on Facebook.
Very.
We might just be more active than any other nation I know in terms of the majority. Because there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people that have even made it, are now famous because of Facebook.
Because of Facebook.
Making money because of Facebook.
Yeah.
Endorsing products and stuff because of Facebook. And people realize, so that means that's my space. That's where I need to find my niche market. So what do they do now? Instead of having a website and stuff, because not all people can afford to develop a website and keep it secure and all that stuff. People have business pages on Facebook. They advertise their stuff. They find people that want their things. They do cash upon delivery. You pay upon delivery. So they deliver it to your doorstep. So virtually, how many things have you heard me like receiving from like speakers to my own like bed, furniture, everything. Like I shop on Facebook basically. My shoes, my clothes, literally everything. And that's the kind of innovation that we're advocating for.
Yeah. That
imagine if we expand this to more than just Facebook, because obviously you can't deliver to France, you can't deliver to the UK if you have your stuff, but you obviously have someone in France that wants your things.
Mm-hmm.
You can ship it, but imagine if the transactions were simplified to cryptocurrency.
Over the blockchain.
Yeah, you can just buy, send money to this wallet and whatever, and I will deliver goods for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If things were that simple, because now it means you have unstoppable money that you're using to trade.
That's
you
true.
know, you don't need to wait for 5 working days or 7 working days for the bank transfer to go through from this country to this country and have questions being asked. I remember you told me once that when the time you used to receive like a huge amount of money, your bank would call you like, hey, you have...
I used to take so much, like, there's a time that my grandpa got sick and I would receive money into my account because I was the one who was local, you know, and people send me money and I would pay for the hospital bills, things like that. The bank would call me and say, Mr. Eddy, we saw that on such a day, you received this amount of money. What are you using it for? I was like, what?
Do you want to know what I'm using my own money for?
You know, so in my mind, I'm like, okay, firstly, that's my privacy. You know? So it really got me into crypto to say, you know what? I'd rather be a wallet address as opposed to them having my phone number, every detail, know that I got money from this person and this person. What am I going to use it for? And it wasn't even that big amount for them to do that. But it only shows that there's a need for me to have privacy, like you're saying, right? I need to have my privacy. I need to do my transaction freely without fearing that I'm going to get a phone call in the middle of the night to say, hey, what are you doing with that money? Right. So that's the need that's there. Address that need. How? Crypto, blockchain.
Yeah. And by the way, just so people don't misread what we're saying here or misunderstand, we're not advocating for you to completely ditch your bank and stop using fiat currency, because we're not at that stage.
Yeah, we're not yet.
I think right now the two are interdependent. True. And if you see, cryptocurrency is being pegged against the US dollar right now. So please don't close your bank accounts and be like, oh, they told us that crypto is the future and we're going to start
I actually think fiat and crypto can coexist.
Yeah.
If fiat goes back to the gold standard.
Right.
And
it becomes real money.
It can coexist perfectly. But crypto is here to stay.
Okay.
So anyway, I have an idea for our next episode, or let's get one of the guys we met at the forum to come through here and just have an interview, so that this guy, Wood doesn't work for Goldman.
Yeah.
But so that these guys can see what caliber of people that we have.
Yeah.
Because I was quite impressed with one of the young fellas there when I spoke to them. I think we should invite them for an episode.
And I like it when young people take charge, because people, let me not say people. As young people, we love to say, the future's ours, but we don't want to claim the responsibility that comes with the privilege of being included in that future.
Yeah, true.
So, after that deep statement, we gotta go.
Yes, it's about that time.
Yeah, it's been real. There's a lot that we wanted to share with you, but unfortunately, time doesn't allow. Yeah. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Leave comments in the comment section below if you agree or disagree. we are open-minded people, right?
Very much.
Yeah.
Just interact with us. We're there.
We were there.
We're on Telegram, website, our email, info@goma.io. Throw questions to us. There's always someone to answer your questions 24/7.
Yeah, definitely.
We're
Especially him. Like, he's
I'm
always
there.
There on Telegram.
24/7.
Until next time, bye.